21. You stupid.
Bro, when I was 19, I got stuck in Havana for 3 months.
Cuba?
Yeah, because so I had just turned 19 and I was like, I want to go somewhere interesting. I wanted to go internationally. I was living in New Orleans.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, what's the cheapest plane ticket out of the country? There was a flight from New Orleans to Miami to Havana, Cuba for like $350. I go to Cuba. I'm wasted on this little street called the Malecon, which is like a kind of drinking strip where people walk and kick it right on the water in Havana.
Yeah.
Bro, I lost my passport.
Oh my God.
Instantly. And like, you can't get mail from the U.S. to Cuba. You can't even get a Western Union transfer from your parents unless you do it like through a homie. You have to like shoulder tap to get your money there. So I got stuck in Cuba. I got sun poisoning, which is something obviously happens to like super white people in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So like, I'm like delusional. I'm seeing double. I'm puking in the streets. My Airbnb like timed out.
You're literally stranded on an island.
I was stranded in Havana almost all summer until I got like this. I met this dude at a chicken stand named Augustine, and I was like, bro, my mom is gonna send you some money, like, and then I can get a passport, and like, finally, I got the passport and got out of there.
How are you? So how were you able to get your passport while you were in Cuba?
I basically had to go through a lot of different shit. Where Augustine had to Western Union transfer some Cuban pesos, aka like the Cuban dollar, to my mom in Seattle. My mom had to get the passport. Had to figure out how to ship the passport to Augustine in Cuba, which was already a risk.
How long did it take for her to get the passport?
A month and a half.
Fuck.
And this is when the U.S. Embassy was under attack. But you heard about this shit?
Yeah.
By those sonic frequencies. U.S. Embassy
I remember that
in
shit.
Havana, they were saying they were puking and like bleeding and hearing voices. Like they were running some biological warfare shit going on.
100%.
So I'm never going back to Havana though. Shout out to Cuban people, but I'm never returning to the island.
So like, where were you living?
Bro, I was living in the basement of that chicken stand employee named Augustine for the entire summer.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And it's a communist country, so people work like 1 day a week.
Damn.
So all this fool would do is watch porn with his brother and drink rum all day and then work for 2 hours a week at the chicken stand. So I was in the basement. I'd go upstairs and be like, what's up? He would just be like Bacardi drinking, porn watching. It's crazy.
Fucking Cuba, man.
Never going back.
Son of a bitch. What a story, bro.
Yeah,
right
crazy.
off the fucking muscle.
Thanks. You mentioned Cuba. I was like, fuck, I had some PTSD shit. I was like, oh, dude, no.
21. You stupid.